Hi guys, Heidi Ho. I was going to do a bunch of work on the bus today. I was going to work on the windows. And at the end of the video I'll show you a couple shots and show you what I'm doing to them. But it's really cold out and I took the heater out of here and the wind is howling. It's just coming in everywhere. I've really got to work on the front door to the bus. I'll get that done sometime this summer. And right now I have zero insulation in here because I've stripped everything out. So it's pretty chilly. I may not get it done. I don't know. We'll see. I can pull windows and take them inside and do some work. But I've got to do some painting out here to get them installed back, and it's too cold for that. I like the temperature to be 50 or above for a few hours after I spray paint anything. I'm just doing some rattle can. Anyhow, I've been doing quite a bit of thinking about what I like to call the 4 attributes of skoolie conversion. Goofy stuff that goes through my head. There are 4 things that you have to be able to have in some varying degree to convert a school bus into an RV that becomes a home. And the first one is time. I've watched an awful lot of skoolie videos, people building, etc. Oh, we have a little stray cat that's been showing up. His name's Black Kitty. I don't know if you can hear him on the camera, but we named him Black Kitty. He can't come in the house, but we do put a little food out, little kitty crunchies out for him. Anyhow, time. I've watched a lot of videos. And I watched the whole build process from one couple. And they weren't from the United States, but they bought their bus here. And at the time they were posting the videos, it was winter. And they had, I think, 90 days, something ridiculously short, to complete their bus to the point that they could drive it and get out of Dodge because their visas were about to expire. We started our bus 6 months ago, and it's taken me a lot of time to do the demolition that I've done on it. And I'm only doing it part-time. I work otherwise, got a house to manage. We're trying to get the house ready a little bit for selling, because when the bus is done we're going to sell the house. We don't have a hard, fast deadline. My sweetie, my wife, she has one. Here in about 23 months, I can retire, get my first Social Security check. And that's our goal. But if we're not done, it's not the end of the world. It's not like our visa's expiring. I see so many people that set drastic deadlines on their school bus conversion. And I think their conversion suffers for it. You have to give yourself plenty of time. Now, the number 2 attribute for school bus conversion that I've come up with is money. we've had some changes in our life, and it looks like I'm going to be working at my job just for health insurance premiums. It really sucks. And it means that very shortly, right away, we're not going to have any money for the bus. We're going to have to use whatever we can come up with, well, we're minimalizing anyway. Minimizing. We got to get rid of about 90% of our crap in order to move into the bus. So whatever we can sell at garage sales and on Craigslist, etc., that money can go towards the bus. Now, I think we're probably, I haven't added the numbers up. I'm going to make a guess, $6,000 or $7,000 away. Yeah, maybe not that much. We might get it done for 4 or 5 at this point, to getting to the point where we can actually move into the bus. I think our total, including the bus, is going to run around 20. Now, I've seen people here on YouTube, lots of them, who've converted a bus and they're living in it for $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. We're going to do a much more involved job of it. If you don't tear the ceilings out of your bus, you've saved a bunch of money. I mean, now I've got to replace the ceilings and I've got to insulate, and the insulation alone for this bus is going to cost us $400 or $500 that we don't have at this point. But if you have a lot of money, now, to a lot of people in some areas of the country, that's not much money at all. I don't know if I said it. I think, including the cost of the bus, which cost us $2,750. Altogether, solar, everything, we're going to be around 20. Not much for a house these days, especially one that rolls down the road. If you have fairly unlimited funds, time becomes less of an issue, right? These things are all relative. And that's the concept I'm trying to convey with this video. If you have a lot of money, you can pay people to come in and do the work for you. I'm not quite in frame, am I? There, center of the frame. If you have a lot of money, you can hire, and there are companies out there doing school bus conversions. You just lay out the green, they'll drive it up to your driveway and say, here are the keys, and off you go. Third attribute for doing a school bus conversion is skill. That's one thing I do have some of. I've been a contractor in the building trades and building maintenance trades for 35 years. I said that in the last video. So I do have some skills, and that helps a lot. I'm mentoring a young couple on Facebook in a Facebook group. Great deal. It's a great idea. The admin of a Facebook group set up a mentorship program, and we might be the first mentor and mentorees. But I've already had some discussions with the young lady, and I'm going to try and strike up some conversations with the young man. They're really young, I think, about, tools they need to have and how to get started on converting a bus. It takes a lot of skill, and if you don't know somebody that can help you or who can show you the way, it gets pretty tough. YouTube University helps a lot. Okay, fourth attribute. I call it gumption. You guys, let me tell you, I have put several hundred hours into the demolition of this bus, and it's drudge work. Demolition is on my hands and knees, grinding rust off the floor for hours and hours and hours and hours. I've still got a little bit of fiberglass insulation to scrape off the ceiling. It's nasty, dirty, and I hate fiberglass. It makes me itch like a mother. It's work. Just getting the seats out. You might be able to hear that cat now. He's really vocal right now. So just getting the seats out took quite a bit of time. Well, that's Kitty Bob, our cat. And you have to be able to push yourself to continue to slog forward. Now, your enthusiasm for the final product can play into that. But if you got to hire somebody to help, etc., the gumption part doesn't take a lot of money, but it still affects everything. There's a balance between all of this. If you don't have time, you need more money. If you don't have skills, you need more money. If you have skills, you can do with less money, I hope. I really hope. So I wanted to get your thoughts about this, see what you think. I know it's a weird video, but it's kind of a concept, a theory that I'm been thinking about. Well, anyhow, hopefully it'll warm up and I can do some windows or something out here, and I'll post another video. In the meantime, somebody mentioned on my last video that they miss "We'll get through this." We will get through this. I'll see you next time. Here comes that darn off button again. It's on the back. I can't reach the darn thing.